Howdy, y'all. Happy Thursday. I have been doing tasks. It has been a week where I feel like I got cocky. I thought that last week I was like, wow, things are looking up. I'm gonna be so not busy for so long. It'll be great. I'm gonna finish tasks. I cleaned. And then today has been kicking my butt. Oh my word. Just this week we've had reorgs, we've had changes. I wanted to start this stream 45 minutes ago, but I suddenly had to make a video to ship now in like the next 15 minutes. And so truly just speed recording, blah, 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 ship. And now we're here. So, we're doing it. We're doing it. What are y'all up to? Please do my tasks. I know. I really need to answer emails. My inbox is suffering, but we're hanging in there. I gotta say, something that is nice about this whole AI era is at least I'm not behind on my coding tasks too much. But hello. How y'all doing? Oh, goodness gracious. I truly just was speed running, making some videos and stuff for work. And so now I'm kind of just like, I can chill. Unless y'all are gonna be messy, I don't know. Matt B. Dev, thank you so much for the sub. Yeah, last minute tasks, oh my word. Sleeping when I should be looking for jobs due to the heat wave in New England. Dude, the heat wave, we're seeing it in Chicago too. It's 92 today. It's, nice, paid to watch me. Amazing. Messy existing, yeah. Aren't you supposed to be in a meeting, Charlie? Oh my word. But we're doing some fun things at work. It's not all just like chaos. There's fun things happening. The reorg that we had wasn't all bad. There were some fun things that happened where my team got to expand a little bit, so that was good. But at the same time, it meant a whole lot of like navigating humans and stuff. It's hard to explain. Accidentally became important at work and it's ruining my life. Yes. Lovingly. I love staying employed. I will be continuing to work at GitHub. So don't tell my boss that. But yeah, no, the fully accidentally becoming important at work thing is an incredibly real thing. 102 degrees, oh my word. My week has been trying to use Opus 4.8, making a face, throwing the results out and doing it myself. Yeah. I have been trying today specifically a multi-model, multi-session implementation at once, where typically I admit I kind of babysit the agents a lot, and I'll like open it in VS Code and I like watch everything, and I'm trying to let go on one of my projects and just see what the outputs are. I have like my desktop in front of me and I have a laptop right here just running stuff, and I actually think I have to I'll answer it later. It literally kicked off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sessions in parallel, which is scary, but it's interesting. Some are Opus, some are Sonnet, some are GPT-5.5. I don't think there's any haiku. There was one 5.4 mini one where it was like just a clarifying text one. But yeah, that's been an interesting project to like let go, but I also hope it turns into something. We'll see. I haven't used Opus yet, but I feel that I've thrown away results completely and rewrote everything myself. No Fable? Not yet. Not yet. Fable is expensive. And at work, though we do get some nice generous stipends from the Microsoft gods at GitHub, there's things, I'll talk about it later. There's things that I can't talk about publicly yet. Not going to use it quite yet. My company just got a bunch of Gemini credits from their starter program, and I have to figure out what Gemini is good or at least okay at. I gotta say, if you want to do, also, excuse me while I play with a fidget toy that I made. I'll talk about it in a second. But Gemini is particularly good at images. I don't like AI images that much, but if you want to like prototype something or talk about like how should something look, or even I've seen people where they like take pictures of their room from multiple angles and they're like, what would it look like if I moved some chairs around or something. It's really good at that. I have been particularly disappointed with how it confidently answers tech questions. Like it has been very, very incorrect a lot for me, at least in the past like week or two. But who knows? I'm working on a video script and I'm going to try to record on Barumi about how experienced devs concerned about agentic engineering are now the gray wizards of the industry. Yeah, that's real. Barumi is a nice video editor. I just recorded like a multi-scene video. That was the one where I had to like ship it really fast. Only a 1-minute video, but I had to show a bunch of different screens and do talking heads and stuff. I had it edited in less than 15 minutes. So I'm pretty happy with it. Recently used that to see how the patio remodel would look and submit it to the HOA. Oh, that's smart. Somewhere in the EU where Google's being held liable if Gemini tells them something wrong. That's amazing. You found the thing you thought you lost? That's amazing too. I think I know what you're referring to about using Fable at GitHub, the thing you still can't talk about. Yeah, will not be saying words. I forget if I talked about this on the stream last time, but I discovered this hobby called Bugleri, where it's literally 2 beads on a string. And people were, when I say people, like on Reddit, people were spending so much money on it. And I was like, it's 2 beads on a string. I can make that. And then I got a bunch of paracord and some marbles and made this, and it's been very fun to play with as just like a fidget toy. ADHD power as activate is a very real thing. But then I kept going, and then my children started taking them. Long story short, I've got like 9 of these now. I'm not even exaggerating. It's been so fun to just like flip them in my hand like this while I'm in a call and just like blah. Yeah, 2 beads on a string. It's way more entertaining than I thought it would be. And now I do kind of understand why people spend a lot of money if they have like special shaped beads or something. But it's been pretty fun, just like and one of my friends, she fidgets a lot, and when she fidgets she starts like braiding her hair, and her hair was starting to split, and so I just gave her one, and then she was just in my house like, you're right. Whoa. Anyway, Bugleri, Begleri. When I've been in meetings, if I'm not playing with a Bugleri, I'm making one at this point, because paracord is so cheap. I spent like $7 and got a gigantic bag of multicolor paracord. So I have a bunch of different colored ones, and then a bag of marbles. I think I spent less than $15, and I'm gonna make these forever now. It's really fun. Look at that. It's pretty good. You have a fidget cube? Yeah, I have this as a fidget toy. I have this. It looks like an Oreo, but it's actually 3D printed with magnets. My manager made it, and it's like a fun just thing. You'll see me in meetings doing this. I have this fidget spinner. I have a bunch of spinning tops where I can like spin a bunch of tops in a row. And then I have a lot of Hot Wheels cars, so that way I can like slide them back and forth on my desk. Those are the main ones. Oh, I have a bunch of 3D printed keycap holders, and then I put different keycaps on it. This one is a keycap and a spinner. Being able to like go like this, excellent, excellent. I'm a very fancy businesswoman. It's pretty good, right? Anyway, have you seen those Instagram reels where a person is like, hey, I found this new thing, and another person from off screen keeps throwing away many things at their feet? No, I haven't seen that. What do I do at GitHub? I work on the newly formed developer experience team. It's under developer advocacy. I'm like my technical title is senior director of developer advocacy, but it might change to developer experience. But I'm in the developer experience team in the developer advocacy group at GitHub. And we make a bunch of content. We're like technical content creators, but we also call ourselves like Developer Zero at GitHub. And so we're first people to play with new features and like give feedback to product teams, use them, figure out the best way to use them, best way to talk about them, work with marketing and communications to get the message out there, make more technical content, more demos, and then we give feedback to product teams based on what devs are saying. So anyway, it's fun. It's a cool team. We have to wear lots of hats. You said DevX? Yeah, that's right. It's pretty fun. So kind of just bleep posting about GitHub stuff. We try to be serious, but there's some of that too. Whenever like a new model comes out on GitHub, like today or yesterday was the new Kimi K 2.7 model. Open weights. It's exciting. My team, someone in our group made that video. Are stacked pull requests any good? Yes. It's so good. I am so hyped for them to come out very soon. I don't think I'm actually supposed to share the date, but sooner than you think. And I'll leave it at that. But they're really good. You don't realize how much you would use stacked PRs until you start using them. Where we've been talking about it on the team, where some people are like, "This is one thing keeping me from GitHub. Finally, they're so behind," and then the other people are just like, "I'm just happy it's here." And so, I think that it will be one of the most used features on the platform, especially with like people using so many agents and stuff and having all of the PRs cascade against each other. It's very exciting. So explained stacked PRs. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's PR stacked on top of each other. It's something that you might do where, let's just say you have 3 PRs, but PR 2 and 3 cannot be merged until PR 1 is merged. So you do PR 1, and then like you leave a note on PR 2 and 3 saying like, don't merge this until PR 1 is merged. You merge PR 1, you merge main into PR 2, and so on and so forth. Stacked PRs just has that all automatically built in. So that way, like, you can't do anything with 2 and 3, merge them in until 1 is done. And so it's like built into the UI. And what's interesting from an engineering perspective, and what we're hoping to do some interesting blog posts about, is how the big engineering challenge with stacked PRs was that it has to work across every GitHub surface. So it can't be just it works on the github.com UI. It has to work in the CLI. It has to work from actions. It has to work from like the GitHub Copilot app. It has to work from all of these different features from both a merging perspective and also a submitting perspective. It was fascinating talking to the engineering team about this, and there's still more conversations to be had because GitHub has been around for a very long time, and so fighting through legacy is challenging. But yeah, I am so excited about them being used. Yeah, and then by the time PR1 is done with reviews, there's so many conflicts in 2 and 3. Exactly. Just imagine things being handled. It's very exciting. I think it's okay to be behind on the AI stuff because it's still the Wild West. I know. It's amazing how I work in AI constantly and yet I feel behind. And it just is what it is. But anyway, Stacked PRs is coming. You can request access to the preview. I think it's at like gh.io/stacked PRs or something. Let me try to find it. Let me find it 1 second. It's okay. It's such a janky URL. It's github.github.com/ghstack. And that's because, you know how like with GitHub pages, you have like your username.github.io/the repo? That's exactly how it works with GitHub. So GitHub is using GitHub pages to host the Stacked PRs website. But anyway, you can request access to the waitlist, but you could also just wait because you won't have to wait much longer. I'm gonna leave it at that because once again, I can't share when exactly they're coming out, but it's gonna be huge. It's only for orgs. Oh, is it only for orgs on the waitlist? It'll be built into everything. I wouldn't worry about it. But yeah, I'm thrilled. It's gonna be such a good platform. Move. using Microsoft Forms for the waitlist is diabolical. That's what we gotta do. We're a Microsoft company, baby. That's something that, yeah, just is what it is. It's amazing how long GitHub got away with not using Microsoft products, like to the point where most people still don't use PCs at the company. Grand majority use Macs, and we moved to the M365 this year, like this spring, which is wild because GitHub was acquired in 2019. It took a long time just to get us to use their email, so it's we're like a special snowflake in that way, where some things are slowly being integrated and some are still very behind. Anyway, how can GitHub not use a Microsoft product? It is a Microsoft product. Yeah. Or is it? It is. One second. I'm actually going to screenshot Matt B. Dev. Your stacked PR is going to be the most used feature on the platform comment, because it's funny when I talk to people who don't know internally, like comms teams and stuff, who just don't understand the value of stacked PRs. They're just like, what is the big deal? They don't understand why developers are like, this is huge. And so I'm going to share that comment internally. We still use Slack, that too. We don't even use Teams. Why does one need stacked PRs? It's nice when you have multiple features going at once, or like that depend on each other. That's really just it, which happens when you don't work in a vacuum. If you're working just on solo projects, you might not use it as much. I have a project where I truly just, I used them last week, and in said project, I just built a ton of stuff in one, and then I was like, okay, I want to split up this work and do another PR that's just separate from this one, so it's just not massive. And yeah, a stacked PR made it so that way it worked very well, and it could cascade from there. I hate Teams so much I can't find anything. That is actually true, though. We do have Teams, even though we don't use it, so that way we can talk to our Microsoft colleagues. And so I'm in like some group chats and stuff. It's so hard for me to find stuff in there. I get it, but I don't like it. It's just challenging enough, just enough mental overhead. Every time I've wanted stacked PRs, it's because the review is taking forever, and I've wanted to start it on part two of it. Yeah, exactly. It's good for organizing. It's really hard to keep PRs reasonably sized and scopes when your next 3 tasks all depend on the first one. Yeah, exactly. I'm copying more of these comments because once again, I need evidence for people. I'm gonna just paste that in there. Hope you don't mind. Don't worry. GitHub employees will not hunt you down. It's truly just me trying to use this as evidence to say we need to make a big splash about this, because it's exciting. But anyway, it has been a busy time in GitHub land, especially because with all the new model releases. Again, we talked about Fable, we talked about Kimi 2.7, the Claude Sonnet 5. We're using all of the new models all the time, and our team specifically, my team specifically, and like my sister teams, we have to come up with all the use cases or like good use cases for the new models instantly and be ready to demo them right away, because customers start asking right away, developers start asking, and all the demo videos and stuff. And it's a time, but it's fun. It is fun. I kind of like it when devs are angry, though it like can be a hit to morale if they're just like not being nice. It's something that I can use to make things better for me selfishly, but then also for them too. Can you copy my Copilot comment too? That big bike sheds like crazy. Oh, do you mean the code review comment? I'm curious, what models do you use with the code review agent? What have you not liked about the Copilot code review agent? Because I've been generally happy with it. I still do. I still rely on human reviews a lot, but I'm curious because fun fact, fact that I am allowed to share, right? Yes, I'm allowed to share this. The code review agent at GitHub is like the number 3 contributor to the GitHub code base, where all it does is find holes in things, and it makes a lot of issues and PRs and stuff, specifically. Oh, just that AI code reviewer. I'm curious. Yeah, again, tell me more, because I've been content with it, but I also, once again, lean on humans more often than having AI review my code. After we push, it always finds something, and the comments are random every time. Have you tried, hang on one second. Angie Jones did a really good blog post on this exact subject. I'm going to paste it in the chat here, where it's a blog post called How I Taught the GitHub Copilot Code Review to Think Like a Maintainer. And she wrote priority documentations and instructions and stuff for the code review agents specifically. And a big part of it was when should it stay silent? And so maybe that would help you. Dota 2 attitude? I'm assuming you play Dota. Our middle tower is under attack. I do not play Dota, but my husband plays Dota, and so I always hear Bloodseeker, go. They've got Aegis. Or whatever he shouts. The custom strips functionality got pulled? That doesn't sound right. Maybe it got moved. But I'll ask about that internally. But yeah. Can you make the merge conflict fix with Copilot button, not rewrite the PR title and description? I have no idea. I've never tried. I feel like it shouldn't do that. But that's a good one, and I'm actually going to put that in, I'm gonna put that in a channel right now. Can you Copilot make the merge conflict? You know what, I'm just gonna copy and paste what you said. Just putting all of this in the GitHub Slack, and hopefully that means just people will start fixing things. This is my job. I've been scaling back my Copilot usage to the new usage-based billing. Yeah, I also have enjoyed being less reliant on it. It feels good to code. I feel like maybe we'll start seeing. I have a feeling like there will always be the people who are all in all the time. But maybe less as it does get more expensive and stuff, and maybe there will be some new normals on this is actually worth having AI do things. But I used CodePen the other day, and I was just having a ball tweaking code, experimenting, looking back and forth at the changes, and I was like, my mind is calm. I don't have to think about what is this agent doing? How do I fix it? I was just experimenting myself with my brain. It was so nice. Sometimes it wipes out the whole description and replaces it with a blurb about fixing conflict. Yeah, that's not great. I have noticed that it does change the description sometimes in ways that I don't like. Because it did that to me Monday this week. And I forget if there was history or how I got it back. But I ended up having to rewrite my description again and pull from an old version. Coding like a cave woman. Yeah, that's right. We taught rocks to think, and now my brain will be rock. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see. So much of the work that some of the teams I've been working with have been doing is just reducing spam, and it's amazing how the usage-based billing, instead of just kind of letting people have free-for-all requests, which burnt a lot of tokens. More than you can think. If you're thinking of a number, just know that it's higher. It burnt a lot. Now that people have to actually pay what they use, there's still spam especially if people have some kind of subsidized plan or something, but it's less. Manual coding feels like an artisan craft. Yeah, exactly. Thinks of a number, let's add a few zeros. That actually happened this week where I was in a user call and someone had suggested, like, how much could this thing cost? Blah, blah, blah. Like, it reminds me of the Arrested Development meme where it's like, how much could a banana cost? $5? But the number that they put, where they're just like, how much could this cost? Blah, 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 blah. The team couldn't say, but like in the back channels, someone literally said in the chat, they're just like, how do we tell them that you actually have to add 3 zeros to the number that they just suggested? Because 3 zeros is actually still less than the number that they just suggested. Like the numbers are very high up there for how people took advantage of things. So as much as I understand the lack of love for usage-based billing, it was very necessary. Yeah, you truly can only imagine, and maybe someday we'll be able to share those numbers, but right now just know it's higher than you think. It's a shame too, because I've been like, whenever there's some things that I post about like, ooh, we implemented this new feature to fight spam and stuff on like a Blue Sky or something, people always respond being just like, this is your fault in the first place for letting this spam happen. And I'm just like, y'all, I just work here. I'm trying to make things better. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say. But have to use scientific notation to describe the number. Yeah. I like the idea of AI PR reviewing. I just think most of the offerings out there kind of suck. Yeah. I agree. I think that that's been something where as I show the GitHub Copilot app, I actually have it do those kinds of reviews before I make the PR, because the app can do that kind of code review. And what I've been really doing more than writing code is writing really, really detailed specs. And so because I'm writing the really detailed specs, I basically say, is it matching the spec? Is it different from the spec? If so, put it in this decision log and then do a code review of that. And that's been helpful. A model for PR reviewing or like a custom agent for PR reviewing? Ugh, semantics. So many different things. A decision log, when I say decision log, that's a fancy word for a list of decisions I made. Where one of the projects that I have, I have a file that's called decisionlog.md. It's a markdown file of bullet points. Or actually, it's numbered points. Because then as I do like my own like AI code reviews on the machine, I'll say like, is everything aligned with the specs? Were different decisions made? And it'll say like, hey, in decision number 45, you actually decided to change this in the spec, but in decision number 50, there's a conflict. So for decision number 51, I'm going to do yada yada. And that has been nice. That's been good for keeping me organized and keeping my mind a little bit at ease because everything is documented. Yeah, take Fable or whatever and train it on PR reviewing data. Oh, like fine-tuning a model. Yeah. I don't know where the line is sometimes. It feels like everything is so blurry between like picking the model you want, picking the agent you want, having a custom agent, or having just a skill. Because custom agents and skills, in the end, are markdown files on top of models. Everything is different and the same. And I was talking on, we're recording some episodes for the GitHub podcast, and we did one episode that I liked where it was just like, let's talk about some newfangled AI terms that you might not know. But as we were talking about it, I was like, why are we making up these words? Loop engineering. It's just making automations. Forward deployed engineers. That's just a solutions architect. They're just there's so many words that people are just tossing in there that I'm like, y'all are just trying to be important. This is fascinating. Go-to-market engineer, because people don't want to be called a marketer. Okay. Anyway. See, I'm not a fan of how Otto sometimes still tries to force the most expensive model on me regardless of the question I ask or the agent request, especially when I give it the context it needs. So something that we're balancing internally and something that I like is that Auto Mode really tries to do the best model for the job in terms of efficiency, but sometimes it's just like, you're gonna need Opus for this or whatever. Where like other AI tools, their auto mode is more based on availability. And so we're trying to be like, how smart and efficient can you be with tokens? But at the same time, you're right. Sometimes it just picks a more expensive model. And at that point, I would just manually pick a different model then. I don't know if that's the right answer you want, but there have been times where I can tell, like, I'm just like, why are you using haiku on that? Couldn't you give me a little sonnet? But yeah. I just force it then and I don't pick auto mode. But I'm hoping, I know there's like dedicated teams to auto mode stuff and dedicated engineers to auto mode. I'm hoping that it gets so good that we just don't have to think about new models anymore. It's just kind of automatically like, you're getting the model that works best for you for your task, you know? One second, I have to check this message from my manager. Is it okay? Nice, it is great. We have something coming out soon that I'm actually quite excited about. And this group chat I'm in is very silly. OMG, you're a director at GitHub. What up? Look at me, I'm wearing a glow-in-the-dark Copilot shirt. But anyway, we have a cool thing coming out that's kind of a meme. Hopefully today. Might be in the next few days. I want to say more, but I can't. And I'm truly just looking at this chat on the side being like, is it coming out today? Is it today? Can I talk about it? But anyway, it'll be some fun memes. Directors are usually scary. You look cool though. Wow, nobody's ever said I look cool. I like that answer. That's why I've stuck with GitHub. The focus on trying to do token efficiency right. Yeah, and I know there's like a new team spinning up specifically around sustainability as well, around AI things. And it might not even be a new team anymore. It's spun up this year. But yeah, there's a real focus on how can we do this in an efficient way, in a good way, and in a way where people don't have to constantly think about how am I controlling my spend. Do you run Dependabot and RenovateBot? What are the differences between the two? I never use RenovateBot. I do use Dependabot a lot. I don't use RenovateBot much. But when do you stream, please? I stream here on Thursdays. Now. I try to stream at 12:30 Pacific, 2:30 Central. I was a little late today, but that's because I had to ship this. Hang on one second. Here's what's fun about this thing that we're trying to release. They just said, Cassidy, do these pass the comedy check? So please hold while I look at things and see if someone is being funny. Guys, I'm so excited about this. Just please hold. Listen to some smooth jazz while I figure this out. Yes, this is a very important comedy check. One second. Oh, man. Oh, I want to talk about it on this stream. Just know something funny's coming. It'll be cool. Can we be your guinea pigs if it's funny? That's the thing. You can't because it will fully reveal what it's going to be. How do I ask you if something's funny? Well, let me think. I'm going to phrase it this way. What's your favorite thing about a CD-ROM? Throwing at spinny colors, the roundness. Oh man. GitHub hard drive as a service. That's funny. That's mine, and Spotify can't turn it off. That's right. It's not expensive. Keep going. Yes, all of that. Keep it offline. You buy, you own AOL mailings. I have pasted a picture of an AOL mailing into a chat today. I wrote down, physical media is the past, present, and future. Keep it forever. Use it, frame it, lend it, lose it. You can be charge of your own version control server uptime. Please answer your question. Oh, I missed it. I'm busy talking about CDs. You're a junior developer and you just graduated last year from uni. Congratulations. I worked at Oracle for a year, then I quit because the layoffs were too stressful. Did you quit with a plan? So you were stressed. Did you start interviewing right away, or did you just like need some rest and mental health before getting back into the workforce? I have a monitor driver and a CD behind me on the floor. Let me tell you, there's a lot of layoffs in Devland. Yeah, there are. I do think it's going to swing back, though. Oh, man. I'm so excited about this chat. If it goes live during this stream, I will post it here. Okay. Literally, they just mentioned a C-level executive saying, with your blessing, we shall make it happen. Oh, CD, hey, Charles. Continuous delivery, that too. You left Meta for that reason? Oh, I know people who did as well. I know someone who was recently laid off because they wanted to leave and they were like, the severance is good enough. I'm just going to live in stress and wait for that severance. And now they've got it and they're able to slowly find something else. Long time no see since Deep Dish. Oh, hey! Good seeing ya. Listening to my calming voice. Oh, thank you for thinking it's calm. Change directory? No. CD-ROMs. I would love your thoughts on CD-ROMs. I'm truly just waiting for this message from this C-suite executive so that we can... I don't know if it's gonna happen. Hurry! Ah. It's very exciting. I don't know if I'd be willing to work at Meta for their pay and be completely destroying my mental. Yeah, the person that I'm thinking of really didn't like their job, but the salaries were so good that they were just like, I just gotta get through the time here because this is helping me pay off a lot of things. So there you go. Layoff phase is stressful. It feels like Hunger Games. Yeah. Wait, can you ask for physical media repos? I don't know. Do I have role models? I feel like everybody has some. The few that come to mind, I gotta do a shout out to my manager Ashley. She's awesome. I'm going to actually paste her website. Ashley Willis. Her website is ashley.dev. What a legit domain name. She's an incredible manager. She's really awesome. Sarah Drasner as well. She was also my manager at a certain point. She also has a legit domain name, sarah.dev. Such good ones. And then also a mentor of mine that I've had for a really long time is Kelly Hoey. She has written books specifically around networking and how that can improve your career. Highly recommend her books. But yeah, anyway, I've been blessed to be around some very cool people in my career. You love reading her posts. Yeah, her posts are so good. I've been trying to actually force her to blog more. Someone at NVIDIA has your .dev URL? That's a bummer. Wait, does someone have mine? Should I buy it? Does anybody have it? Oh, someone's squatting on it. Dang it. Well, it's okay. Careful with the jokes with CDs. It may make people think it could be hinting at an Xbox announcement because of PlayStation. That would be funny. You know, I know people who moved over to Xbox from GitHub. I could actually talk to them about making that kind of joke. How much chaos do we want to sow today? Oh, C-suite exec. C-suite exec. He's typing. It's happening, guys. Oh, gee. I aspire to have ownership over a big product. It's fun. It is fun. It is also stressful. Work your way up to it. Don't like hope to skip to a high level. Speaking from experience, but it is a fun job. Is this how I die? How many reports do I have? Currently 5. I have varied in my career between having as little as 2 reports to as many as 8. The just direct ICs. Okay, exec. What are you gonna say? Sir, he's been typing for so long. This is either gonna be great or terrible. A new Spider-Man movie has so much good press. I can't believe Sony just opened season themselves by doing the PlayStation digital announcement. I know. Such a large company, though. I only want management if I can get more money and still code. There are styles like that, and like that's kind of like my role, where sometimes a company wants like a player coach style, where it's someone who can manage and do the business stuff, but also show people how to do it well. Literally, he's just still typing. I just see his handle. Sir! Why is he typing for so long? Y'all. Okay, just gotta wait. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I wonder what he's gonna say. What if he's just like, y'all, all this work was for nothing? And if it is, that's okay. I'll show you the video that I made. Ooh. Okay, actually, hang on one second. He gave some good feedback. He's not watching the stream as far as I know. He's trying to guide us in a good way. C-suite hardly has any meetings. So many meetings. It could be funny if he only ended up saying 10 words. No, he did only write 2 sentences. He typed for way too long for that to be the thing, but he's also still typing. So I have a feeling he wrote a lot and then sent the first part and is continuing to type. Hang on one second. I have to help draft a tweet / social media post that will go on other various platforms, but you know what I'm saying. A short form piece of text content. I don't know when the announcement will be. If you all promise to be quiet, I will murmur it very quietly into the microphone. And then I'm going to change the topic rapidly. You promise you can keep a secret? Because I don't think my coworkers are on this stream right now. Okay? Okay. So you know how PlayStation was like, hey, you can't have physical games anymore. We were thinking, hey, wouldn't it be funny if we let people get free CD-ROMs of their public GitHub repos, and we design them to look like a 2003 like mailer, like an AOL mailer or something. Anyway, we just got a thumbs up. I'm very excited about it. Once again, but also watch this space, I guess. Watch the GitHub channels. It's going to be announced soon. They literally are just trying to see how fast can we find a vendor to produce these. What I recorded earlier was a marketing video of, hi, welcome to github.com. Please open your internet browser and blah, 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 blah type thing, so that it will be a tutorial on how to open your code. Anyway, I'm very excited about this. It should be pretty fun. It will be cool. Oh man, there's more things that we're planning. It'll be great. It'll be great. We're trying to figure out how to do this without like getting a certain gaming company that we might be somewhat affiliated with because of our parent company in trouble or anything like that, but we have officially gotten some thumbs up, so things are going to happen. And yeah, anyway, it will be a limited quantity, and so when it does come out, zoom over to the form that we will have so that way you can get it. But anyway, Barumi is an amazing video editing software. I was able to ship the video for this so fast. I have found the bumps around it where some things it's good, some things it's bad. If you all haven't seen it, let me actually pull it up and I'll share my screen. Topic change, right? I randomly discovered this. I don't know if you know iChris, literally like lowercase I Chris. He has a podcast editing company that I have used before, and in his newsletter, which is very good, he recommended Barumi as a video editing tool, and it is nice. It's really, really fast, where you like list scenes that you want to record. You could have talking head, you could share your screen, whatever. It handles all the transitions for you. It lets you add background music, it lets you add some graphics. It's really nice. It's particularly nice for screencasting and stuff. If you use Screen Studio, imagine that, but a little bit more complex. But it's like a little less complex than Camtasia or something. You got timeline, you got noise removal. The fact that I was able to produce a vertical video and a horizontal video in like one click was amazing. It has transcript-based editing where you can like delete a sentence and it'll cut it out of the video itself. It's very, very cool. It cost money, but it's at a discount right now, and I am very excited about it. I have found like the bumps where specific ways I want to add background music, for example. Sometimes I'll just export it from Barumi and then head over to Camtasia and add things in and like my fade effects and everything. But besides that, it's been pretty good. And I've been able to ship some things really fast, which has been nice. But yeah, the pricing isn't bad. A one-time purchase for lifetime updates. What a concept. Did you dress up in retro clothes for the video? No, I just wore this. I figured I'd wear a black shirt and not draw attention to myself, because it is not about me, it's about the product. But anyway, it has been a fun thing to work on. It's a fun thing to do. Barumi is a neat video software, not sponsored. I did end up, the guy who makes it, he also made Espanso, and I don't know if you've seen Espanso. Espanso is a tool that I've also used before where it's like open source text expander. And so if you always type the same things over and over, you want a script for something, it's just a shortcut tool for that. And when I realized it was the same person, I was like, dang, he makes good software. Perfect. And so anyway, I've liked Espanso, and Barumi has been really nice to play with so far as well. Yeah, my commands are not working, Coding Bara, I'm sorry. But I can show you the keyboard that I'm working on. It's currently this one. It's a Think 6.5. It's got a very heavy brass weight on the back. And this is a GMK Oblivion with GMK Vim, and then like a fun little Game Boy novelty keycap there. That is the keyboard that I'm currently using. And then @Casadoo is my GitHub handle, as well as my handle on most things in general. Keyboard is so heavy it's anchored. Oh, yeah, exactly. Okay, I just realized the time. I have to prep for my next call with an executive to talk about a special project that is going to be coming to your inboxes soon, I hope. But anyway, keep an eye on GitHub channels, because they said that they can't send something to everyone, but they're going to send things to as many people as possible. Oh, keyboard recommendation. Hey, Balder Bearded Builder. How you doing? What should you jump to? If you want a simple solution, a Keychron. They're decent. But if you go to OmniType, the Bauer I think is a really nice keyboard. That if I were to get another one, I would say a Bauer. Bauers are nice. The Vortex Race was nice. I ended up actually selling my Vortex Race. Oh, and when I say Bauer, sorry, it's Bauer. Hang on one second. Let me show you what I'm talking about. There's two websites that I would go to, and I will pull both of them up so you can see. First of all, OmniType. This one. I will paste it in the chat. He's got nice keyboards. They're pretty. They're fun. This one's a really fancy one. That's not a good example. But if you look at the Bauer Light Design Lab, you can see like how customizable they are, how people have made different things. It's fun. And then also Apos has a bunch of different keyboards as well. And actually a bunch of old Drop people went to go for Apos. And I'm working with them to bring back Astrala keys. If you don't know what Astrala keys are, these are some keycaps I designed many years ago with Amy, aka Sailor Mercury, on the internet, and we're going to be bringing them back with Apos. I owe them some renders, but I'm very excited about that. But they have a lot of audio stuff. They started with audios, but because so many Drop people came over, they are also selling keyboards and will be selling a lot more keyboards as well. But yeah, OmniType and then Apos are nice folks. I like them. Okay, anyway, I do have to prep for said meeting that is now in 7 minutes. But Michael, are you gonna be streaming? Should I raid you, or should I go to a different channel? Let me know. I can wait for a very short while. Now you're lazy? Love it. Okay, y'all. It was very fun hanging out with you. It's been great. I will see you next week, and hopefully you'll have some fun new things coming your way at that time. I am going to raid Soph Streaming. It looks like she's doing software stuff. Raid Soph Streaming. Okay.